fucking anger can be intoxicating. Like as you were talking, I was thinking about, that made up scenario. And then I was thinking about how intoxicating anger can be for me and how anger can turn into rage. And one of the things that my coach talks about all the time, and I just love this because he's so right, is that you can make decisions in a moment's time that will cost you the rest of your life, especially in anger and rage. Like people can get hurt. You can make really bad decisions on that intoxication. And the next thing you know, you're paying for that for the rest of your fucking life or somebody else's life or whatever. The cost of acting out in anger and rage violently, whether it be verbally violent or physically violent or internally violent, right? Like self-harm, in those situations can cost more than we can ever imagine, and so it's super important that you get a handle on your anger, that you recognize what it is and what sets you off, and whether it's serving you or protecting you or making your life worse or whatever, like we said right off the rip, bro, right off the beginning of this whole thing, is anger never reacting negatively in my anger never served me in a positive way. Right. I always ended up paying for it some way. I always ended up regretting that, something got broke, someone got hurt, there was some type of amends. It cost money, it cost time, all those things. And so, even though sometimes these warning signs of anger that some action needs to be taken can turn out positive, it takes work and it takes like presence and acknowledgement that there's something going on that needs attention.
Right. Yeah.
So
very well said. Like I really appreciate you saying that, because I don't want to lose sight of the fact that anger or a negative response to anger can have vastly negative consequences.
Yeah.
That you're exactly right, and have the ability to impact our lives forever.
Yeah.
And and we've seen that. Like we've seen that in people who have committed atrocious crimes, murder in the heat of passion, and or whatever the case is, because they find themselves in a situation where their anger is just so intense that they're literally no longer who they were before.
Yeah.
And they do things that they wouldn't normally do in that fit of emotion. And it can absolutely cost them everything in their life.
Yeah.